Everybody asking how we doing, say we good. Don't need no one to tell me how to live just like they would. It ain't their business, but they in it, I don't know why. Revolved around my life after I found another.
What's up, my Kim babies? It's your girl, the one and only Kennedy Ariel, and today it is the first episode of my series Cooking with Kennedy. So without further ado, let's get started. My Kim babies, so today what we're going to be making is a coconut pineapple. First thing you're going to need is a bowl, 4 sticks of butter, sugar for right now. Also going to need a blender. First thing I'm going to do is put the 4 sticks of butter into the bowl. Right, so we're just going to take it out of the packaging. You let the butter sit so it can be a little melted a bit so it can blend easier. You don't want it to be rock hard when you blend it. So yeah. Now you're gonna blend your butter. Okay, so now it is 3 cups of sugar, and this measuring cup goes up to 2 cups. So I'm just gonna add 2 cups and then add another cup after. All right, this is 2 cups of sugar. And now I'm just gonna add another 1 cup. This is 1 cup of sugar. So now it's 3 cups. We're gonna blend that again. Mix your sugar and butter until it's fluffy. And then after that, you're gonna add 6 eggs. Now that it's fluffy and it looks somewhat like this, you're gonna add 6 large eggs. All right, this is our first egg. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. And 6th, which is the last. Now you're going to blend your eggs into your butter and sugar. And you want to make sure you're getting all the sides too. So you can go in with like a spoon to try to get the sides. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going in with a spoon and scraping the sides. I'll make sure I get all of the butter and sugar off this blend again. So now that has blended, I'm gonna add 1/2 a cup of buttermilk. Along with 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. 1 tablespoon. Along with 1 tablespoon of coconut extract. And then we're also going to add 1/4 tablespoon of rum extract. I just added 1 tablespoon of salt, but I added a half of my tablespoon because my tablespoon looks a little bit big and I don't want my stuff to be salty. So I'm gonna blend. I'm gonna add 3½ cups of flour. This is 2 cups of flour. This is 1 more cup for 3 cups, and then now we're gonna add the half. This is our half. Now we mix. So now we're gonna add 1/2 a cup of crushed pineapples. So yeah, got 1/2 a cup of crushed pineapples, and the crushed pineapples you can do it with juice.
Bro, what is you doing?
Anyways, yeah, mix your crushed pineapples in your batter. And set your oven to 325. So you're gonna put your batter aside, and I'm gonna get out my cake pan. This is a bundt cake pan, but you can get any cake pan. I'm using my baking with flour spray to spray my pan down so it doesn't stick, and I shake it before I use it. And boom. It came out so good. It's so fluffy. It's heavy. But it's so fluffy. Like, look. It came out so good. Now we're gonna add our batter into our cake pan, and I'm gonna have to do this off camera because the batter bowl is heavy. Now that your batter is in your cake pan, I'm just gonna drop it on the counter to make sure that the cake batter goes into all the crevices and it won't be like air holes and stuff. So you wanna drop that. So you're gonna put your cake into the oven for 1 hour and 20 minutes at the heat of 325. Back to y'all when it's done so we can go ahead and make the icing. Hi, my babies, I am back. It is the next morning and it's currently Thanksgiving. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and I have to leave at 11. So I'm trying to hurry up. But our next step after making our cake, y'all, the cake is done. It's on the table. We made it last night. It came out perfectly, but now we're finna start making the icing. I'm gonna do the coconut first. So yeah, I'm gonna be using is a flat pan, and you can use wax paper or foil paper. I'm using foil because it's all I have right now. So it could fit in my pan. And you're just gonna wrap your pan in the foil paper. It doesn't need to be perfect at all. You just want to make sure it's wrapped. Just like this. Now I'm gonna get my coconut. I have 2 bags just because of the size of the cake that I have. So how many bags you want to get is depending on your size of your cake. But these are the coconut flakes, and I'm gonna go ahead and put these. Oh my gosh, this knife is so huge. Okay, let me cut this. But like I was saying, the size of how many bags of coconut flakes you get is depending on the size of your cake. So yeah. Now I'm just gonna pour the coconut flakes onto the pan with the foil paper on it. And you're gonna do that to both of my bags. I poured my first bag, now we're gonna pour the second bag. And you wanna set your oven to 325 or 375. It doesn't really matter on the temperature of the oven, because as soon as your flakes turn just a little bit brown, you're gonna take them out, because you don't want the flakes to burn all the way. You just want them to be kind of toasted. So it's looking good. You want to spread them out. How it should look once you put both of the bags on. I'm gonna put this in the oven. Make sure you watch it, because you don't, like I said, you don't want them to burn. You just want them to be toasted. Now, but this is how the cake came out yesterday. It came out so perfect. Like, what? We just put it in this like sealed cake case, so it can be protected and stuff through the night. But yeah, I'll get back to y'all when the coconut is done. The coconut just got out of the oven and it looks like this. And mixed it around because it was getting toasted on the edges, so you gotta mix it in. But this is how it looks. It looks really good. Set that aside, let that cool down, and we're gonna start making the actual icing. So for our icing, I'm gonna be using like this spatula type thingy, and then I'm gonna be using a bowl. You're also gonna need powdered sugar. Yeah, powdered sugar. I had to make sure that was powdered sugar. You're gonna use a 8-ounce block, which is just a regular block of cream cheese. I'm using the Philadelphia one, and then I saved my coconut crushed pineapple. My crushed pineapple from last night when we made the cake. It's still a half in there, so you're gonna need 1/2 to 1/4 of this. So I'm just gonna add the rest in here. All right, guys. So you're gonna need softened cream cheese. Mine was in the refrigerator, but it is soft, so we're praying that it's still gonna work. It's really soft, as you can see, so I think it's gonna be good. So now I'm just cutting it, and you're gonna add that into your bowl, just the whole block, like this. Now to your bowl, you're going to add 3 cups of powdered sugar. This is 2 cups of powdered sugar. I'm gonna scrape the rest out the bottom, and this is our 1 cup, which is our last cup. I'm scraping the excess. Okay. Now we're going to mix it. I think I'm gonna switch to the blender that I had yesterday, because it's just it's not working in my favor right now. So yeah. Now we're gonna add the rest of our pineapples. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and mix that. And lastly, you're gonna do a splash of vanilla extract. I put it in the top to make sure I don't overdo it. Just a splash. You don't want your icing to become too watery, because you need your coconut to stick to something. And this is how my icing looks. I'm trying not to. It's the consistency. So yeah, basically you're done with your icing. I'm just gonna make sure it's mixed. The icing is mixed all the way. So I'm gonna blend it with the blender that I used yesterday. So yeah. Okay, now we're gonna start icing it, icing it, and as we icing it, we put the coconut flakes on it. So yeah. Now we're gonna add your coconut. Now that the whole cake is covered. Guys, here's the cake. Looks good. I don't like pineapple coconut, so I'm probably not gonna eat this.
Everybody asking how we doing, say we good. Don't need no one to tell me how to